Welcome back to Decoding Zarathustra. Today we're tackling a really pivotal and frankly very strange chapter, The Awakening.
And it really feels like a turning point. Last time, the higher men in Zarathustra's cave were in deep distress. Where do we pick up?
We open right after their song, and the whole atmosphere has flipped. The cave is suddenly full of noise, laughter, and celebration. It's a party.
So Zarathustra must be thrilled. This is what he wanted, right? To cure them of their despair?
He is, but it's complicated. The text says he rejoiced at their gladness and saw it as a sign of convalescence or recovery. But at the same time, a little aversion and scorn comes over him.
Aversion and scorn? Why? If they're happy, isn't that a success?
He feels their laughter isn't his kind of laughter. He suspects they might even be laughing at his expense, and that they haven't truly understood the depth of his message.
So they're celebrating, but maybe for the wrong reasons. They're missing the point.
That's his fear. It gets so noisy that he actually slips out of the cave to be with his animals and clear his head.
Okay, so it's a qualified success. But I remember the text says he still declares the day of victory.
He does. He says, "He already yieldeth, he fleeth, the spirit of gravity, mine old arch-enemy."
Let's pause on that. For our listeners, what exactly is this spirit of gravity that Zarathustra is always fighting?
Think of it as the force of seriousness, guilt, and all the life-denying philosophies and moralities that weigh humanity down. It's the voice that says, "Thou shalt not."
So getting these profoundly serious men, kings, a pope, a soothsayer, to laugh and be joyful is a direct blow against that force.
A huge blow. That's why, despite his reservations, he declares the day of victory. He sees the beautiful evening coming and feels a sense of deep satisfaction.
He says something like it was worthwhile to have lived with me.
How so? What does he think is happening? He says, "They bite at it, my bait taketh." He believes they are finally learning to laugh at themselves, which is a crucial step.
And he connects this directly to his teachings, which he describes with a really strong metaphor.
He does. He says, "My virile food taketh effect. I did not nourish them with flatulent vegetables, but with warrior food, with conqueror food."
Flatulent vegetables. I love that. So he's saying he didn't give them easy, comforting platitudes. He gave them something difficult and substantial.
Something challenging that awakens new desires and new hopes. A philosophy that builds strength, not just comfort. This warrior food is what he believes is causing this transformation. Yes, he says the disgust is finally departing from them. Their shame is fleeing, and they are emptying their hearts.
And this leads to them becoming thankful.
For Zarathustra, that is the best sign. Thankfulness signals a true recovery, an affirmation of life. He's joyful, believing they are now true convalescents on the path to health.
Okay, so we're at this peak moment. Zarathustra feels he's finally succeeded. The higher men are laughing, they're thankful, they're recovering. It feels like a happy ending.
I'm sensing a but coming, a big one, a very big one. Suddenly, all the noise, all the laughter from the cave just stops. The text says it became still as death.
That's an unsettling shift, from a loud party to dead silence.
And then he smells something, a sweet-scented vapor and incense odor, as if from burning pine cones.
That sounds ceremonial, almost religious.
That's exactly what he's thinking. He's worried, so he quietly steals up to the entrance of the cave to see what his guests are doing.
And what does he find? The suspense is killing me.
He is, and I am quoting, astonished beyond measure. He cannot believe what he is seeing with his own eyes.
What is it?
It's all of them, the two kings, the retired pope, the magician, the wanderer, the ugliest man. All of these higher men are on their knees. They are praying. They are worshiping.
Worshipping what? Don't tell me they've gone back to their old gods.
It's so much more absurd. And from Zarathustra's perspective, so much worse. They are worshiping the ass.
The donkey? You're kidding. The same animal whose braying was annoying him just a few minutes ago.
The very same one. Zarathustra is absolutely horrified. He exclaims, "They have all of them become pious again. They pray. They are mad."
Wow. So his great victory, their laughter and joy, was just a prelude to them finding a new and frankly ridiculous idol to worship.
It's a complete inversion of his teachings. And, to make it even more surreal, the ugliest man begins to gurgle and snort, and then he finds his voice. He begins to recite a pious, strange litany, a formal prayer, in praise of the adored and incensed ass.
A prayer to a donkey. This is incredible. What are the key points of this prayer?
It's a masterful parody of Christian prayer. It starts Amen and glory and wisdom, but it's all for the ass. And after each verse, the ass brays, "Yay."
That yay is perfect. It's the ultimate unthinking affirmation.
It's a deliberate echo of the language used to describe Christ, the suffering servant. They've just projected it onto an animal.
They have. But they also praise it for its flaws, or what we would see as flaws. The litany says the ass speaketh not, except that he ever saith yea to the world which he created.
And it gets more pointed. The prayer says, "Hath he not created the world in his own image, namely, as stupid as possible?"
Wait, they are literally worshiping a god that they themselves are defining as stupid. That's a profound level of self-deception.
It's the core of the critique. They also praise its long ears and the hidden wisdom of only ever saying yea and never nay, a complete perversion of the idea. The prayer even steals another of his key phrases, declaring the ass's domain is beyond good and evil.
Precisely. Its innocence is merely ignorance. They found a shortcut. They found a way to feel holy and redeemed without doing any of the hard creative work Zarathustra demanded.
It's Zarathustra's ultimate failure in this moment. He gave them warrior food to make them into creators, and they used that strength to kneel before a donkey.
It's a powerful and deeply cynical statement about the human need for an idol and how easily profound ideas can be corrupted into their opposite.